We just got up. Started day 3. An interesting view from the tent. Looks like we've got an inversion. Not a bad view to wake up to this morning. But you can see the early morning sunshine catching the top of the tops. And we're hoping that, well, I reckon, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes, then we should be getting some of that early morning sunshine. Might dry the tent out a bit. But what a beautiful start to the day. Well, we're just about packed up and ready to go. The mist has rolled in a little bit. But we've still got a bit of sunshine just to get the tent dried out a little bit before we get going, which will be a bonus. Right, we're on our way. Oh wow. That's some spider's web. So, reached Melrose Abbey, which of course is where we say goodbye to the St Cuthbert's Way, and we're going to pick up the Southern Uplands Way for just over a day. So I would imagine a slight change of terrain, but yep, lovely. Very impressive abbey, but it's shut so we can't go in. So we're on the Southern Uplands Way. Just come through Melrose, which is a really lovely town. I'd like to explore Melrose in a bit more detail, if you like, at some point in the future. It looks really nice little town. And now we're accompanying the Tweed again for a bit. So we're a few kilometres, I say alongside the Tweed. Looks really nice walking. So just gonna take it nice and steady and enjoy it. I'm waiting for that sun to come out again. Now, we've seen some benches with some lovely views and places so far, but this one, I'm struggling a bit with this one. So farewell to the Tweed. It's been our companion for, well, for nearly a day now. Feels like a good friend. Anyway, departing it now. It's time to head up into the hills a bit more. Oh, the sun is burning, but it's lovely. I'm not complaining. Lovely sunshine. So we've come up, just show you, we've come up above the sort of Tweed Valley. You can see the Eildon hills where we camped last night. So a little bit of a pastoral scene at the moment. So we've just had lunch by the corner of this woodland. Got a bit of the climb out of the way. Left Galashiels and have, yeah, plugged up this kind of open hillside, but temperature's really hot. It's a lovely afternoon, got some nice pastoral scenes and some fluffy skies. I'm also taking the chance to dry out my 1 kilo Lanshan tent, which weighs about 5 kilos. With all the water that was in it after this morning. That's an exaggeration, by the way, it isn't 5 kilos at all. But yeah, that's nicely drying in the sun. That's a pretty impressive cairn, this. Gives you a nice view back to Galashiels as well. But we're heading on into the hills, green tracks ahead. Now look at these little babies here. Now I have it on good authority that you can actually eat this. What do you think it's called, Judith? Chicken what? Chicken of the forest, we believe, okay? But I'm not going to try it. Hungry that I am, I'm going to chicken out in this case. Well, we're on the ascent of up to Three Brethren. I think you described this as a nice steady pull. Right, it's a pretty, yes, steady, for a better word, gradient. So, whew, yeah, keep grinding it out. But that sun's just beating down. Right, halfway up the path to Three Brethren. It's boiling hot, and I've not had a shower for over 2 days, so I'm afraid this little water source here, I am going to now have a wash in this water source. Get myself just a little bit de-sweated. Right, after that grindy bit, this section is absolutely lovely. Just going up, slightly going uphill, through the heather, in the sun. What could be better? Just look at that. So the Three Brethren, wow, these are pretty impressive cairns. We built those with a grand job. Fantastic. What an amazing viewpoint this is as well. You can see right back to the Eildon hills where we started today's walk. It's sort of silhouetted in cloud at the moment, and then right in the very, very background you can see the Cheviot hills where we started, well, nearly 3 days ago. Brilliant. Great view as well out to the west. Looking at all the other border hills. Don't know the names of any of these, not explored any of these hills before. What a beautiful day. So the plan now is to carry on from Three Brethren, and we're on a sort of nice looking ridge for quite a while. So I think we're going to try and do about 5 kilometres or until Julie's legs collapse, whichever's first. And then we'll find a nice spot to pitch up. But it really is absolutely beautiful. I shall show you. Have a look at this. Absolutely glorious. Whoops. Well, we've got pitched. Probably not the most glamorous spot next to a barbed wire fence, but really is all we could find in the sort of last 2k. It don't look any better looking where we're going. A lot of heather. So we are just down from Browne Knowe, I think it is. 502 metres, highest point so far on the trip. But it has actually got quite a nice view. So at the summit of Browne Knowe, or no, Browne Knowe, I guess, sounds better. Okay, fortunate to have another absolutely stunning evening. Lovely view of all the Southern Uplands. And then right down in the distance, I could just make out the little white trig point on Three Brethren. And then slightly to the left got the Browne Hills where we started off today. Look, quite a long way away now. And then right in the very far distance, the Cheviot, where we started. 3 lovely days, and then where we're camped, just down from the summit in the Belisha Beacon. Tea tonight then is couscous. I always think it tastes a bit like grit. So I think you'd feed your budgie, but never mind, Judith likes it. So we're having that tonight with a bit of red pepper and some half a ciabatta roll. Better than nothing. What do you say, Judith? Delicious. Oh, no, that's still good quality. So when people ask me about wild camping and things and say, "Oh, why do you do it? You must be a bit mad." I mean, this is why you do it. It's just such a beautiful evening. If I stop talking, it's just silence. All you can hear is the odd little bee or fly, bit of wind, occasionally, you know, catching the heather, but that's it. Just silence, peacefulness. So yeah, an evening to savour. It's day 4 and morning brew's on. We can look through the tent and the sun is just rising in the sky. So it's a lovely calm morning. There's you can see a little bit of mist in the valleys. Nothing like as much as there was yesterday. So on one side we've got the sun rising, on the other side we've got the moon. We're packed up and we're underway. Both had a decent night's sleep actually. After that, watching that sunset, I was pretty much straight off till about 6 o'clock. I know Judith was pretty much the same, had a good night's sleep. So we've got what looks like a very nice walk this morning along this ridge for a bit. We're going to stop at a spring. We haven't had breakfast yet because it's a bit short of water, so we're going to stop at a little spring that's supposed to be in there about 2 or 3 kilometres, have a bit of breakfast, and then just head down to Traquair and then along to Peebles. So it should be a slightly easier day today. And we're going to stop at a campsite at the end to get a shower. I think we're both in need of a shower. 4 hot, sweaty days. But yeah, absolutely glorious morning again. Really still. And it's just after 7, just turned 7, so it's still lovely and cool. So I think the first couple of hours are going to be really nice. So just now crossing Minch Moor and got a view out here to the north. All the valleys are covered in mist. What a lovely open spot this is. We have reached Cheesewell Spring. So that will be our water source for our breakfast. So we're going to stop here and have a little bit to eat. Who needs a cooked breakfast when you can have, look at that, noodles from Home Bargains. So these weird oval shapes in the heather, are they aliens? Messages from space, perhaps? Nope, they are a sculpture in 2005. What was it by? Does it tell us?
Somebody called Charles Fulson.
Charles Fulson, there we are, 2005 sculpture, which apparently will evolve as time progresses. Quite interesting. Well, we've just reached the village of Traquair. There's not a lot here, just a few dwellings, but across at the sort of crossroads. What I do know is it's here where we say goodbye to the Southern Uplands Way. Goodbye Southern Uplands Way, which goes that way. And we are going this way, to the north. Well, I've got to say that if that section of the Southern Uplands Way that we did is indicative of the whole thing, that's a trail I'd really like to do. And the paths were really nice. Not boggy at all, I thought they'd be a bit more boggy than they were, but the paths were really you know, grassy, but pretty well maintained, and of course views look absolutely fabulous. So yeah, Southern Uplands Way, big tick from me. Like something out of Lord of the Rings. Right, I'm afraid Nash's Cafe at Cardrona was just too much to turn down. Look at that. Proper jam scones. Raspberry jam as well. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. There we go, Nash's Cardrona. Absolutely quality scones and homemade jam. Delicious. Oh, by the Tweed again. What a lovely surprise. So we're roughly following this into Peebles. So it's about 5k. Nice post-scone walk into Peebles. Well, we're having lunch down by the river. What could be more refined? And we're just eyeing up. We think this is called King's Meadow. It's building on the other side of the bank. So we're thinking we might see if we can put a bid in for that. Do you think they'd? You think 50,000? They'd let us have that for 50,000? What about a swap for my lunch on 210? I think they'd do that. This is an absolutely lovely spot, really peaceful. But the plan for after lunch is we're only just outside Peebles now. We can actually see the church from here, probably half a k away. So we're going to go to Peebles, and as Judith puts it, we're going to buy some nice food. Seems a bit harsh, that, doesn't it, after all the cooking I've been doing over the last 4 days? But anyway, so no, we're going to get some fresh food. And then we're booked into a campsite which is about a mile to the north. Well, I think it's a mile to the north of Peebles. So it's say it's only lunchtime. We've done alright this morning. We've done 19k this morning already. Well, 18.5. So I've had a good morning. So we're going to have a little wander about Peebles, get some nice food as Judith puts it, and then head off to our campsite for a shower. Oh boy, a shower. Oh yeah. Well, we're absolutely slumming it here. Having our tea down by the river. Well, beck. She's been enjoying the sunshine this afternoon. Tent pitched over there. And we've both had hot showers, which was extremely welcome. And I've got my socks and pants, not that you really want to see those, drying out beautifully in the sunshine. We're also treating ourselves to some fruit after 3 days of hydrated cardboard. So some vitamins, much needed.